Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com as well as the YouTube channel and NoDQ&A videos affiliate RingsideNews.com. WWE Fastlane is this coming Sunday live on the WWE Network. For most of us, it's just $9.99. For some of you out there, you're sampling the network and you're getting it for free. And we'll see if WWE can keep those viewers and turn them into regular subscribers. One would think that Fastlane will be a memorable show. WWE will do everything in their power to get those free people out there into paid subscribers. NoDQ.com, speaking of free, has live coverage. You can check it out at NoDQ.com. If you're a fan of NoDQ&A video and you're a fan of the website, please feel free to support the site by buying an official NoDQ.com or NoDQ&A video t-shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com. Link is in the description box, so check that out. Got your questions here from spring.me/AaronRift. Let's get started with the first one today from Static Infamy. Hey Aaron, do you think WWE is planning on having Bray Wyatt versus Undertaker at WrestleMania, seeing he was obviously building a coffin and using phrases like dead and come and find me or I'll find you? If so, why are they even bothering? The streak is dead. It's been clear now for the past few months that that was the direction WWE was going in. WWE's been very careful in how they've been booking Bray Wyatt. He's been made to look really strong, and obviously they've been grooming him for a match with The Undertaker, and Undertaker was on the WrestleMania production truck, so there were the signs that this match was going to happen, and if it wasn't clear before, certainly it's clear now in the promos with Bray Wyatt, with the coffin. Obviously, he's calling out The Undertaker. In a way, he's kind of trying to put the final nail in Undertaker's coffin. And of course, Undertaker is going to be offended by that. And one of these days, one of these weeks, we're going to see Undertaker show up and say, "You can't kill me, I'm not finished yet." And I think the whole point of this match, I guess, is for Undertaker to end his career on a high note and not have it be that depressing moment of him when he was in the ring and the streak was over. This is Undertaker's chance to come back and have one last hurrah on top and go out with his head held high. I guess that is the logical reasoning behind Undertaker coming back and having one more match. And I've been very skeptical about the idea of Undertaker wrestling again. I'm not so sure I want to see it, but then again, some people out there feel Undertaker should have a happy conclusion to his career, and Undertaker and Bray Wyatt's a match that people have talked about for a few years now. So whether the streak's on the line or not, I guess the idea is that Undertaker is going to end his career on his own terms and go out the way he wants to go out. That is the storyline, and we'll see if it works. I mean, definitely the intrigue is there between Undertaker and Bray Wyatt's a very fitting character to feud with The Undertaker. Alright, this one comes from WCW Fan. What did you think of the Triple H Ric Flair segment from Raw? I thought Flair should have built up Sting a little bit more. Your thoughts? Also, do you think it's a mistake saying Sting is a WCW guy, as the crowd may back a WWE guy over a WCW guy? Well, overall, I thought that was a really strong segment. To me, that was a money promo. I felt that Triple H and Ric Flair said everything that needed to be said, and they built up the intrigue for Fastlane and the confrontation. I just felt that both guys did a really tremendous job. And regarding referencing WCW and Sting as a WCW guy, I think the idea is to try and play off the Monday Night Wars, and that's really what will make this storyline strong. It's one of the top stars from the Attitude Era against one of the top stars from WCW during the Monday Night War period. And I think that, by building that up, it'll draw more interest in this match. One of the biggest stars of WWE versus one of the biggest stars of WCW colliding at WrestleMania. So I don't think it was a mistake. I felt Flair actually did a really good job building up Sting and saying that, you need to take Sting more seriously, and if you don't, you're going to end up on your ass again at Fastlane, and then Triple H takes great offense to that. I just thought the whole segment was excellent. Really well done. All right, this one comes from Spectre World. Really, is John Cena seriously going to do the US title any good if he won? Well, here's the thing. I don't expect John Cena to win the US title. I would be very surprised if Cena won the title at Fastlane. I'm expecting one of two things to happen. Either Rusev flat out beats John Cena, but even that, I don't know if WWE is capable of allowing John Cena to look that vulnerable. Now, he did get his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, but WWE rarely does that with John Cena. And I'll talk about this more in my upcoming predictions video for Fastlane, but I think I would be more expecting of WWE to do something where John Cena wins by DQ or Rusev gets himself disqualified, and that builds up to the WrestleMania match and John Cena wins. Rusev beating Cena, I mean, if it was my call, I would do it. I would make Rusev look as strong as possible and look like John Cena is no match for him whatsoever. And, that could really build intrigue for the WrestleMania match. But, I'll talk about it more in a future video with my predictions. But John Cena is the U.S. champion. I would be really surprised if that happens. And I don't think WWE is going to put the mid-card title on John Cena. All right, next question here comes from Dave451985. So if Gold and Stardust face off at Mania, who wins? Cody would be too predictable, so one would think Goldust would take it. Well, I think in this case, predictability would be the best way to go. You have to go with youth. Cody Rhodes is a lot younger. He's been on the main roster now for several years. Goldust, his main days as a top star, that was over a decade ago. And, you need to go with the guy who is young, the guy who is the person that you've invested a lot in. Goldust had a great comeback, really good comeback. But in the end, I think the right booking decision is for Stardust to win and prevail over Goldust at WrestleMania. But, it doesn't really matter all that much because I doubt this match is going to get any kind of significant coverage. I think that this match will probably be one of the opening matches at WrestleMania, if not the pre-show match. So in the end, yeah, Goldust could win because one way or another, it doesn't matter because WWE is not going to invest a whole lot into this match, unfortunately. You would think it would be a bigger deal, Rhodes brother versus Rhodes brother. You would think that would be something that WWE would really focus a lot on, but I wouldn't get my hopes on it too much. All right, this one comes from Ted Smith 10. Hey, Aaron, with the Hall of Fame around the corner, if and when are we going to see Arn Anderson get inducted as a solo wrestler? And do you think we will have to wait until next year when WrestleMania is in Dallas to see the Freebirds finally in the Hall of Fame? Well, as far as Arn Anderson goes, I could definitely see him going in eventually as a solo wrestler. I mean, he is very well liked in the WWE locker room. He's one of the most respected people in WWE in the world of wrestling. So, he, from a political standpoint, it's going to be very easy for him to get in. And from a career standpoint, I mean, he wasn't the biggest star ever. And people tend to remember him for his role as the enforcer in the Horsemen and part of that group. But, I would not rule it out. I definitely think it's a possibility he could go in as a solo wrestler. And when that happens, I mean, just depends on when WWE feels the time is right for him to go in. As far as the Freebirds, Dallas, with their history in that area, that makes the absolute most sense for the Freebirds to go in at WrestleMania 32. I would be surprised if it doesn't happen next year. All right, this one comes from CM Bucks. Hey, Aaron, do you see Vince McMahon running things at WWE until the day he dies? Also, with Triple H taking power, do you see WWE changing more into a wrestling show than a sports entertainment show? Thanks. Yeah, I definitely see Vince, as long as he's alive, he's going to be a major factor in the WWE decision making. I don't see that changing. Vince is always going to be the top guy. He's always going to be the captain of the ship, and I don't see him stepping down unless he completely goes senile and they have to commit him into an old folks home. But I don't think that's how Vince McMahon, how he is wired. I mean, he is a guy who takes charge, and I think he will continue to do so until the very end. Now, as far as Triple H and if he will change things, that is certainly a possibility. I think Triple H, because of youth and because of the fact that he is a wrestler, he was a wrestler for many years, while Vince was in a different situation. He was a promoter. He was the son of a promoter. I think Triple H has a little bit of a different attitude than Vince, but then again, they're not going to want to steer away too much from what has worked. And sports entertainment is big business. I don't see Triple H changing things too much. Maybe we'll get more of an emphasis on wrestling. Maybe we'll see smaller guys getting more of a push, but I doubt that we're going to see any kind of real significant change. They're going to continue to stick with what works and try to stick to Vince's formula as much as possible. And I got this last question here from Darren J. Fleming. Hey Aaron, first time asker. Do you think JBL will ever get back in the ring? He was one of my favorite heels of all time and would love to see him in a few more matches. I would not rule out him being in a few more matches, but I think he is happy in his position. He's been in the business for a very long time. He had a good career, and he even got to be WWE champion for a long period of time, longest champion in SmackDown history, whatever it was. So he had a really good run, and he's doing the announcing. He's got his other things that he's doing on the side. I think he's in a good place, and maybe every now and then he'll come back for a match. But beyond that, I would be really surprised if he actually came back and had a full-time running. And I think the odds of that are very unlikely. So that'll do it for this edition of No DQ&A Video. Thanks as always for watching. Tell a friend about No DQ&A Video on Facebook and Twitter. And stay tuned to NoDQ.com for WWE Fastlane coverage, all the latest breaking news and rumors. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time.